Alright, so today we are going to be putting two phones head to head that shouldn't even be in the same conversation, but somehow they are. The Galaxy S21 Ultra from 2021 and the Infinix Hot 60i, one of the most popular budget phones of 2025. So let's see how far budget phones have come and how much flagship power still holds up. Right off the bat, the S21 Ultra, no surprises here, still feels premium. You've got that Gorilla Glass Victor's curved edges, solid weight, while the Hot 60i is rocking a plastic back. But honestly, for a phone under $100, it looks good. Matte finish, big camera module, you've got that modern finish. This is where you begin to see the differences. Samsung went all out for luxury and durability. Infinix went for accessibility. Design that looks expensive but stays affordable. The S21 Ultra display, surprisingly, it's still one of the best even today, with a 6.8-inch Quad HD Plus AMOLED and a 120Hz refresh rate. Deep blacks, HDR support, smooth animations as expected from a flagship. For the Hot 60i, you're getting a 720p IPS LCD and also a 120Hz refresh rate. It's not the sharpest, but it's surprisingly smooth, and that's impressive at this price point. You can actually feel the effort from Infinix to bring high refresh display to the budget side, but even at that, in a direct comparison, it's not even close. But considering the price of the Hot 40i, it's still impressive. For the cameras, on the S21 Ultra, you've got a 108 megapixel main sensor, two telephoto lenses, laser autofocus, 100x space zoom. Yeah, it's still ridiculous even till today. And honestly, it still takes better photos than most mid-range phones in 2025. Detail, dynamic range, video stabilization, it's still top tier. Now the Infinix Hot 60i has a 50 megapixel main camera, which is decent. Sharp in daylight, struggles very much in low light, but it's still enough for social media. It's no surprises here that the S21 Ultra is very much better than the Infinix Hot 60i, even with over 4 years of head start. Now heading over to performance, this is another area where the S21 Ultra pulls ahead. The S21 Ultra runs the Snapdragon 888 or the Exynos 2100 depending on your region. Even 4 years later, it's still handling most apps and games like a champ. Heavy gaming, 4K video, multitasking, no sweat. The Hot 60i on the other hand comes with the Helio G81 Ultimate. It's not about speed, it's about reliability. Social media, light gaming, everyday apps, it will do just fine. Just don't expect flagship magic here. Basically, if performance is a highway, the S21 Ultra is a supercar, the Hot 40i is a really fuel efficient hatchback. I ran a comparison on Geekbench and the S21 Ultra, it's still better than the Hot 40i without a doubt. While on 3D Mark, I ran a benchmark on the Slingshot Extreme and the S21 Ultra has an overall score of 6051. While the Hot 60i has a score of 1217, which if you can see the difference is, gigantic. Although this score is low for the Hot 60i, but it's still better than the Hot 40i test that I did before, which means that there are improvements. But still, the gap is huge between both devices, even though the S21 Ultra is the older device. Apps load more faster on the Ultra and performance is better. The Hot 60i has MEM Fusion, which kind of increases the RAM, and though I have the base model with a 4GB RAM, I can increase it to 8GB using MEM Fusion. Although, to be honest, this doesn't have much effect on performance, but I mean, it's still better than nothing. Okay, software-wise, the S21 Ultra on its last major update, One UI 7, is smooth, refined, but nearing its end of life, which means Infinix XOS keeps evolving. More customization, still a few bloatware issues though. And also, you're not getting water resistance or wireless charging on the Infinix Hot 60i, but you do get a headphone jack and expandable storage, which is a big win for most people. The S21 Ultra has AI features like Circle to Search, Gemini, and Bixby. The Hot 60i has the one tap button, more similar to the Bixby button on Samsung devices years ago, but with this you can turn on flashlights, open up the camera, and other functions. It also has the DeepSeek model, which is a bit useful, so there is that. So for the battery, both phones are interesting here. The 21 Ultra has a 5000 mAh battery, but new Android updates and battery degradation means it's not as impressive as it used to be. The Infinix Hot 60i has a 5160 mAh battery with 45 watts fast charging. That's faster than what Samsung offered back then. It's practically all day battery life, no stress. 2 years, the Hot 60i actually beats the S21 Ultra in charging speed and endurance. So not something you could say about a $90 phone back in the day. Although I have not done a full battery drain test between both devices, but I mean, with what's on paper, the Hot 60i actually stomps. So here's the bottom line. The Galaxy S21 Ultra is still a beast. It's overkill for most people, but still one of the best Android phones ever made. But the Infinix Hot 60i for under $100 is shockingly capable. You're getting a lot of modern smartphone experience at a fraction of the cost. Flagship versus budget is not about who wins, it's about how close the budget side have come. And the real story, the gap is closing slowly but surely. We'll get there. And just for context, the price of the Hot 60i for the brand new is not even up to half of the price of what you would pay for the S21 Ultra in the used market, because the S21 Ultra even today still comes around $280 to $300 and higher in the used market, but the Hot 60i still comes around less than $100, so you can see the difference between both. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this comparison, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.